This is incredible. You have to run it through this. Protect me in this battle! Protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. St. Matthias. Praying to Enon Miel Frictimen. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here, in this cavern where our founder lived.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duis dat, enon mil frictimen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon Mil Frictimen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Thélème, finished his life worshipping the islander's god. This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the natives.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
I understand you must be concerned. Great revelations are often followed by a trail of blood. But if what we found was revealed, my people could live in peace with the priests at last.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New re-
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other...
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the Islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. You must come with me. We must go and present all... You realize, our entire dogma will have... So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned...
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence.
I see. I will do my best.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger that... We demand that you hand them over to us immediately.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and but since you refuse to comply with our orders...
Death to the heretics!
believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition...
You are right. All this proves there is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also...
Fortunately, if you will allow me...
Your help will be precious. In any case, we must present our research to Mother... I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know, and I will meet you at the palace in San Mateo.
Understood. See you soon, Sister.
Ah, Your Excellency. Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your...
These relics shed a new light on the last... It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but on merging the cult of the enlightened...
These discoveries, if they can be verified, but they also represent a great upheaval that could... We must first verify their authenticity. Could what you have witnessed...
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There is no island. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clear fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found... The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaig. These guardians usually protect sacred places and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave. We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matthias without a doubt. He is depicted in one. He is praying for the divinity of the... I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but there are...
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan?
It seems that you only see the negative aspects of this discovery, but the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them. Something no other nation has managed to achieve before.
It is a good argument, Your Excellency. I hadn't thought about that.
I would also like to inform you that a member of the Ordo Luminous was part of the expedition. He tried several times to sabotage it, even killing many of his colleagues for it, and finally attacked us as we were preparing to join San Matthias.
You'd have thought that the remaining members of the Order would go to such extremes. But I fear these attacks are just a reflection of what will happen if your discovery...
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice. He prays and places his trust in the one who came before. Saint Matthias shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we...
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
I understand your doubts about the future that will inevitably be caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to... I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder... As for you, Your Excellency, your sincere insight has encouraged me to...
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency.
Aê galera, ganhou mais um troféu Escolhido de Thélème. Tem uma boa reputação com Thélème. Esse troféu, galera, quando vocês for fazer a missão com os Thélème aqui, vocês sempre salvam antes, né? Se caso você escolher uma opção de diálogo errada, vocês voltam, tá? Caso vocês perder ponto, entendeu? Aí você escolhe a outra quando vocês for ganhar pontos, tá? É bem simples na verdade, beleza?